Hi, welcome to today's class on the Scott Leroy Marketing Templates. My name is Leah with Scott Leroy Marketing, and I will be showing you today how to utilize all of our templates. We have a great variety of templates from property flyers, open house sign-in sheets, and email signature templates is what we'll be working through in today's class specifically. And the first thing that you'll need to do in order to utilize our templates is actually go to google.com. I know that sounds weird now, but bear with me, it'll make sense in just a moment here. So if you can go to google.com, we need to make sure that we are signed in to our Google account, okay, our Gmail account. Now the reason that is all of our templates sit on a Google Slides. So you have to be logged into a Google account in order to utilize our templates. And the good news with that is that your KW email account is actually a Google account. So from google.com, where I am here, you might notice on the very top right, you should either see, if you're already signed into your Google account, you might see your initial in a circle on the top right, or possibly your headshot in a circle on the top right here. Right, if you do not see either of those and you're seeing, like on my screen, it says sign in here, right? That of course means that you're not quite signed in yet. So we'll need to go ahead and click sign in. Now if you are seeing your headshot or your initial on the top right there when you go to google.com, great, you are a step ahead. Just hold tight for a second so I can make sure everyone is logged in. Now, when you go to log in, depending on where you are in the login, it might show your account from the list here. If you've logged in on this computer to your Google account previously, so you can simply click on that if you see your email account on that list. Alternatively, if you don't, you can click use another account here, and it will allow you to go ahead and log into your Google account. Now you can use your KW email address, or you can use a personal Gmail account. So if you have a personal Gmail outside of KW, that's totally fine. Works just the same. Either one will work for you. But when in doubt, we'll go ahead and put in our KW email address. And click next, that blue button here. And we'll go ahead and put in our password. Now I know there's a million passwords for everything, so if you're not sure of your KW Gmail password, go ahead and email support@scottleroymarketing.com. Let me send out our support email address here. That's support@scottleroymarketing.com. We do try to respond to emails within 1 to 5 minutes, so we respond back really quickly. So if you don't know your KW email password, go ahead and email support@scottleroymarketing.com. We can help you fix that up so you can follow along with class. And click next. And that should take you into your Google account. Now I know I'm logged in now to my Google account because I can see my headshot in a circle on the top right. Or if you don't have your headshot in, it would just be your initial on the top right here. If you click on that, it will show you your information for your Google account here. All right, so that was step one. If you're taking notes in today's class, I will point out the noteworthy moments, and this is one of them. The biggest thing in utilizing our template is, firstly, to be logged into your Google account, which again could be your KW Gmail or a personal Gmail account that you have. So number one biggest thing in using our templates. All right, so now that we are all logged into our Google account, let's go ahead and navigate on over to our templates. So in order to do that, we will pull up a new tab, or you can use the same tab, either one, and let's go to scottleroymarketing.com. And since I've been sending you guys lots of links, I might as well send this one over too for you guys to just click on if you would like to. So again, that was scottleroymarketing.com. So you can see that spelled at the top here or right here. So Scott with 2 T's, Leroy, marketing.com to access our website. Now as a KW agent, you'll want to scroll down to get to the white toolbar past this large image at the top. And this KW Resources tab is really your best friend as a KW agent. We try to centralize all of the KW tools for you as an agent, and again, this is all free to you as a KW agent, which is great. And we centralize all of that under the KW Resources tab. Just a few things to note, you'll notice we have our questionnaires here. If you are a new or existing agent and you want us to set up all of your KW technology, this is where you would want to go, to our questionnaires here. Our live webinars. You are clearly versed on how to get to the live webinars if you're in today's class. If you're watching this recorded, you can access our training videos live at the time that they are by clicking here, live webinars. But I know you guys are busy agents, so sometimes you can't make those live webinars. We have, like I mentioned, all of our training classes recorded, and that can be viewed on our website here under training. You'll see the training calendar, so you can access those live, or you can see all the different classes that we have recorded here. Okay, so .loop, Playster, and so forth, all right from our website. Free support items, so on this tab right here, where it says support, that would be a whole list of different support items that we are happy to help with for free. So feel free to click on there and you can look through all the free support items we have. If anything appeals to you, simply click on that item and fill out the short form that displays, and we'll get that done for you. We have leadership support tools. But in today's class, we'll be focusing on the templates. And just a heads up, if you're interested in a more in-depth view of all of our services, that can be found on slmtraining.com. We have a training class called SLM Overview. So I know that was just a quick little overview about what we have to offer, but SLM Overview is a full class on what we offer, so you can get a better taste on that if you'd like to watch that. And in today's class, we'll be focusing on this templates option. So again, I'm on scottleroymarketing.com. I'm hovering over KW resources on this white toolbar, and I'll go ahead and select templates from that dropdown. This is how you'll always get to our templates. So if you're taking notes, those are the steps for you. So I'm going to go ahead and click on templates from that dropdown. And it will take me to a page to log in. Now this login for our website is purely just your Market Center number. So luckily it's not another password that you have to remember. It's just your Market Center number. If you're not sure what your Market Center number is, let me show you quickly how you would find that information. Okay, so just a quick side note here. To access what your Market Center number is, if you go to mykw.kw.com to log in, you will see your Market Center number on the very top right of your account here, of your home screen. You'll see your brokerage name as well as your Market Center number. So you can grab that Market Center number and put that in right away. And it's just the number. And of course you can click Remember Me, so you don't have to remember even that number, and click Log In. And that will take you on over to our templates. All right, so that is the password to access any of our tools on our website. Now from the templates page here, you'll have to scroll down slightly, and you'll notice that you see a video at the top of your screen. So if you are creating this email signature, you come back later to create a property flyer and you can't remember anything that you learned in this class, no worries. We did provide those steps at the top of this templates page as well, so you can always rewatch that. And of course you can pause this video to follow along as well. As you scroll down, you'll start to see a bunch of red boxes going down your screen, and these are the categories of the different templates that we have. Now we try to come out with new templates all the time based on different recommendations from you guys. So if you don't see something on this list that you would like to see more of, feel free to let us know. We'll definitely try to accommodate that. But we do have a whole bunch in here. I believe over 1,000 different templates in here. So let me point out my favorites. Some of these are pretty exciting in my opinion. So let me point out my favorites. I'm just going to quickly go down this list here and point out some that I really like so that maybe you can come back to them later. So business cards, this is kind of a side note. These business cards, we partnered with a company called Brandco just to be able to provide you guys business cards. So if you are looking for business cards, we do have those available in this template section. Okay. Scrolling on down, different other templates that I really like. We have CMA flyers here. We have Coming Soon. Email signatures is what we'll be focusing on today's class. And if you've seen any of your Coworkers have those really nice email signature banners going across the bottom of their email. Looks awesome for branding, looks very clean, and very much so, gets the point across that you're a professional agent with all of your contact information. That's what we'll be creating in today's class, but the same concept applies to all these templates. We have Facebook cover photo, and what that is, if you have a Facebook business page or personal page, you might have noticed a huge image, a banner at the very top of your Facebook account. It's kind of like, what do I put in there, right? And this will give you some ideas, different templates to put in there. We have for sale flyers, holiday pieces, home buyer tips. All right, let's see what else we have here. We have flyers on our KW app if you'd like to market that. Just sold flyers. We have a letterhead in here that you're moving to KW. We even provide name tags in here. I believe that's through Brandco as well. All right, so you can see that there's a whole bunch of different templates. I know this is just a quick overview. I just want to point out some of my favorites, like open house flyers, price reduction here. All right, and as we keep going, why buy now, why sell now. Okay, just some ideas of what you can come back to. Of course, you can take your time and look through all of these at your convenience to see what you can utilize. For now, let's go ahead and scroll up near the top of our screen to go back to email signatures. It is in alphabetical order, so it's near the top. It's actually in the right side of the column here, right-hand column. I'll say email signatures. And that's the one we're going to click on. So again, email signatures is what we're going to click on. The same concept applies to any of our templates, so feel free to use any of them if you'd like to follow along. So as I select email signatures, it will take you in. And in this case, we have a whole bunch of different email signatures. So we broke them down in different folders. So you'll see these 4 folders here just to make it a little less overwhelming for you guys to look through. So you can double click on any one of these folders, and of course you can take your time to look through which email signature you would like. I'm going to select the normal email signature, that second folder over. So I'll just double click on that to open that folder up. And it will display all the email signatures that we have in that category. All right, so we'll want to go ahead and double click on any of these options. Okay, you can double click on whichever one that you like, that most appeals to you. So just to make our lives easier, I'm going to double click on, let's say the third one over actually. Okay, this third one over, called email signature 23. But of course you can select any of them. So I'll double click on that. And it will pull open the email signature right away. Okay, so this applies, you can pick any template you would like to, just simply double click on it to pull that open. Now, there is another huge thing that you need to know in order to edit our templates. So the first thing was logging into our KW Gmail account, or any Gmail account for that matter. And I know I'm logged in because again, I can see my headshot or my initial on the very top right in a circle here. If it says sign in on the top right here, you will need to go ahead and sign in to do this next step, which is imperative in editing this. Because you will notice that if you go ahead and click on any of these options here, if you try to edit this, it won't allow you to. All right, so now that we know step 1, that we're logged into our Gmail account, the next big thing that you would want to take a note on in order to access and edit our templates is that you will need to click on File right under the email signature name. You'll notice it says the email signature, number 23 in this case. And it's to the right of this Google slide icon, that yellow page with a white square in it. And you'll see it says File there. So go ahead and click there. And this is a really big step in utilizing our templates. You will need to come down and click Make a Copy. Because currently you are just looking at the template that we provide, and we'll need to click Make a Copy to copy this over to your Google Drive so you can start working on that right away. So again, oops, I didn't do that yet. Again, make sure you click on File on the top of your screen under the email signature name or template name, and please make sure to click Make a Copy. You won't be able to edit it otherwise. Don't want you to have to pull your hair out over figuring this out. So don't miss this step, very important. Click Make a Copy here, and it will pop up this copy box. Alright, so it prompts you to go ahead and name the email signature. This is really for your eyes only, so you can name it whatever you would like to. I usually name it something like my name, real estate signature, whatever you would like to name this. And typically I'll go ahead and leave the folder name alone, so you don't need to do anything with that folder name. You really don't have to change the name unless you would like to, but you can go ahead and change the file name so you know what it is, and click OK. All right, I clicked on OK, that blue box on the bottom there. Now as I do that, it now copies it into my Google Drive, and it will now allow me to actually edit the file. So now if I go to click on it, I can actually replace my name instead of Scott's name. Alright, so to edit any of the pieces, any of the text information, simply click your mouse. You can backspace to start typing that in right away. Okay, so name is of course a big one to go ahead and change. Office address here. You can also click to highlight it to, delete the information quicker. If you're not familiar on how to highlight something, you can just click and keep your mouse clicked and drag it along that line that you want to highlight. And I can replace that with my office address. You can replace your phone number here, your office phone number. And again, all you're doing is clicking to change that information. Click and backspace. So it's pretty easy to go ahead and change all the information. Alright, so hopefully you guys feel pretty comfortable on changing your information. Now this is just a template, so you can completely alter the color, the font, and so forth. And we'll be changing the pictures next. Don't worry, you don't have to stick with Scott's face there. Okay, so let me show you how you can change the font, for example. So let's say you like the template in general, and that's purely what this is, just a heads up. It's just a template. So you can change it to your liking. Change the coloring, move the pictures. I just use this as a base to make your life a little easier and change it to your liking. So let's say I want to change the font. Let's say I use a more cursive font, as I feel like that appeals to more luxury clients. I can go ahead and highlight my name here. I can come up to the font at the top here, so you'll notice a toolbar at the top of your screen, which is very similar if you've used Word or any other toolbar. Okay, it's very, very similar. And you can just simply click on the font area. You'll see a bunch of options that display. You can scroll down and click on whichever option you like the best. You can also make it bold, underlined, italicized. Okay, so you can change that all here. Change the font size to make that a little bigger if you would like to. And if you're not sure of what one of these icons does, simply feel free to leave your mouse over that icon and don't click, and you'll see it pops up a little black speech bubble letting you know what that icon does. That's a pretty universal thing that all toolbars do, by the way, if that helps. So now that we know how to change the font and the coloring even, right, you can change the text color here as well. Let's talk about changing out your headshot. We'll of course need your headshot instead of Scott's. So the easiest way to change your headshot on this email signature here is simply click on Scott's current headshot in here. If you're creating a property flyer, this will apply the same if you're trying to change out the home photos, by the way. So if I click on, let's say, Scott's headshot in this case, you'll want to right click. Okay, so right clicking on the image we want to change out. Just a quick note for Mac users, if you're using a Mac, you can right click by tapping with 2 fingers. By the way, click with 2 fingers and we'll right click. Get that question a lot. So you can right click on the image you want to replace and go down to replace image from that menu that displays. This will honestly make your life so much easier if you do it this way. So highly recommended. Go down to replace image. You'll see a bunch of options here. The most typically used one is you'll upload from computer. So I'll go ahead and select that option. Upload from computer. And it will start searching your computer for your headshot. So you'll need to have hopefully some kind of idea where your headshot is saved on your computer so you can navigate through your files on your computer to find your headshot. Once you find that, you can simply double click on that headshot file and it will pop in your headshot instead. And the same concept goes for the logo on your email signature. So for example, if you would like to replace the current Keller Williams logo that I believe we have on every single email signature template, because typically that is required for compliance. But if you would like to change that out with your brokerage logo, right, if you want to say Keller Williams Ballantyne area, for example, or whatever your brokerage is called, you can do the same exact thing. Right click on the logo that we have and go to replace, and you can upload from computer. Typically you'll need to have that brokerage logo saved to your computer first, and then you'll be able to replace the one you have on there. Let's talk about the scenario though that you have a personal logo for your business. So for example, if I'm on a team called Bass Properties, okay, I have a logo on that team and I want to add that to my email signature to show my affiliation with the team. You can add images as well by coming up to this toolbar on the top, and it's the icon that looks like a postcard with mountains. It's the universal icon for adding images, so it's good to note. You can simply click on that option there, and it'll be the same concept. So you can select where you'd like to pull that picture from. In this case, I'll click upload from computer. Let's see, I think I have a logo here I can add on. You can double click on that logo. Sorry, I know I did that a little fast, but you can double click on that logo to bring that in right away. So you can add your team logo as well. And as you can see, it's easy to resize it. That's what I was just doing. You can simply click on it and you'll see a bunch of boxes that display that you can put your mouse on and you can resize that right away. You can also move that around by clicking in the center of it to move that wherever you would like it to be. Okay, play with it, see what looks best. Lastly, I just want to point out you can change out the coloring. So if you don't like the red bar on the bottom, or if you want this background to be white, I think you can do that. Anyway, the red bar on the bottom, if I want that to be white instead, or blue, if you brand with blue, you can simply click on that bar and you'll see it highlights it in blue on the outside. And you can come up to the fill option. Okay, it looks like a paint bucket spilling paint. And you can change the color of that to any of these colors here. Alright, so just some tips on how to edit your email signature. Again, this applies to every single template that we have when you're editing even property flyers and so forth. So play around with it. But now let's say we're ready and we want to go ahead and export this so we can add this to our email account. So what we'll want to do is come up to File on this top toolbar. So File on the top toolbar under your email signature name. We want to go to Download As from that drop-down. This is going to sound weird, but bear with me. It'll make sense in a minute. We're actually going to click on PDF document. Okay, so we have done some research on how to give you guys the most crystal clear image for an email signature in any of our flyers, and the solution is actually downloading it as a PDF document. Oops, sorry. So download as, and let's click on PDF document. So bear with me, there is one extra step to getting your email signature crystal clear as possible for your emails. Obviously important. And that is selecting PDF document. And that will download your email signature right away to your computer. If you're in Google Chrome, you should see that download at the bottom of your browser. I know that's different for each browser. So if you're in Firefox, it'll put your downloads on the top right, for example, and so forth. So now there is one extra step that we'll need to do. And that is, let's go ahead and pull up a new tab. So if you're not sure on how to create a new tab on your browser, you would simply, in Chrome, you would simply click on the plus sign to the far right of your last tab. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull up a new tab. And we're going to go to PDF, the number 2, jpg.net. Let me send that out to you guys here. So you can just click on that if you are watching this class live. If not, I'm going to say that a few more times because I know that's kind of a funky URL there. So that's PDF, the number 2, jpg.net. Okay, and that's written right here in also funky lettering. All right, so one more time on that. It's PDF, the number 2, jpg.net. So not .com, .net. Okay, so we are going to be converting our PDF of our email signature to a JPEG, which is a picture file, which is what needs to be in order to add it to Gmail. Of course, the reason I'm making you do this is because it makes it the most crystal clear on the bottom of your email signatures. So it's not too tedious to do this extra step, but it really does pay off. So I'll show you exactly what to do here. So let's go ahead and scroll on down to this blue button here that says choose a PDF file. So it's about halfway down your page above the video that's displaying here. It's a blue button that says choose a PDF file. So once I click that blue button, it will start browsing my files on my computer. And typically, since we just downloaded that email signature, it will be found in your downloads folder. So go ahead and find your downloads folder from your files here. Okay, it may look different than mine. I do have a Mac, so if you have a PC, it'll look a little different. But you'll just want to find your downloads folder. It should look similar, hopefully. And assuming that your downloads are sorted in by date, which it typically is, you should see that email signature at the very top of your downloads. You should see the name of your email signature, and you'll see that it says .pdf. So you can go ahead and double click on that. So from our downloads, we found that email signature. And all you'll need to do now is click Convert PDF to JPEG. So just one more click here. Convert PDF to JPEG. The next blue button. And that will take you over to your finished product, and that is on the right side here. Now you'll see page 1, 2, and 3. All you need to do is click Download next to page 1. Okay, the other 2 pages are just the instructions we have. You can even click View if you'd like to view next to page 1, if you'd like to see your email signature. Looking pretty cool, all right. All right, so next to page 1, let's go ahead and click Download, since we know that's the correct file. And that will download that right to your computer. Okay, so we're just clicking Download here. Now I know that was a funky extra step. If that hurts your brain doing all of that, feel free to just email the PDF version of your email signature to support@scottleroymarketing.com. We'd be happy to convert it to a JPEG for you, and we can add it to your Gmail account for you as well. Just a heads up, we'd be happy to do that for you. Again, this wasn't an additional step to get your email signature as crystal clear as possible. So, assuming you are now you're still following along and ready to add this email signature to your Gmail account, or to any email account for that matter, let's go into a new tab and go to gmail.com. Okay, we're going to log in to our KW Gmail, which we already did at the beginning of class. You can add this to any email account you would like to, whatever you're using for your business. But a majority of you use your KW Gmail, so assuming we're logged in there, I see the KW logo on the top right here. So I know I'm in my KW Gmail account. So to add an email signature or edit your email signature in Gmail, all you'll need to do is click on the settings gear on the very top right of your email account. So it's the settings gear on the very top right. And let's go ahead and select Settings from that drop down. Settings again on the top right, and Settings from that drop down. And it will take me into my Gmail settings, as you might have guessed. So from here, we'll want to scroll down slightly to find the signature section. I have one in here from last class, but we have a signature section here. It's about halfway down your screen, I guess a little lower. It is the biggest text box on your screen, so you can find that. And just a quick note, in order to add the email signature from your computer, you will need to only be logged into one Gmail account. So if you click on your headshot or your initial in a circle on the top right, you will need to only see your one Google account logged in. Okay, I would need to say signed out if you see other ones from here. If you are logged into other Gmail accounts, it won't let you upload it from the computer, so it makes your life really hard, and I'll show you that in just a moment. So if you are logged into more than one Google account, just make sure to go ahead and log out of all other Google accounts, and then just log into the one Google account that you'd like to add this email signature to. Once you do that, okay, we are clicking on the icon that looks like a mountain or a postcard with mountains in it, as you learned early in class. That is the universal image for adding an image. So we'll go ahead and click on that icon there. And you will see the option to click Upload on this top toolbar here. If you do not see the option to click Upload and you only see that it says web address, that is because you were logged into more than one Google account, what that last little spiel was about. Okay, so just make sure to log out of all Google accounts and then log back into only the Google account you want to add the email signature to. So assuming you did that, we'll go ahead and select that upload option because you'll have that otherwise. You can drag and drop the file here. So if you're in Chrome and you see that on the bottom, simply click to drag and drop it if you're feeling fancy. Okay, or alternatively, of course, you can click that blue button here that says select a file from your computer. Clicking on that blue button there. It will then browse my computer, and you'll need to go ahead and navigate to your downloads. That's where it is. Okay, that's where your email signature is at the moment. And you'll want to look for the file. It should be at the very top because, again, it should be sorted by date. And you'll want to go ahead and double click on the email signature title with the file extension .jpg. Okay, so you'll notice I have two of them. The one that goes into your Gmail account says .jpg. So we'll double click on that. And that will add that in to my email account. Now I can resize this. A couple notes on resizing. You can resize it if you would like to by simply clicking on the email signature. And once I do that, it gives me some options here on the bottom to make it large, original size, and so forth. Just a quick tip, if none of these sizes really appeal to you for the email signature, if you do this in Firefox, the Firefox browser only for whatever reason, Firefox allows you to click on the email signature and custom resize it. So it will give you like the little boxes on the corners so you can click to drag it to make it a custom size. And again, that is only in the Firefox browser. So if you would like to do that, you just need to go to Gmail in your Firefox browser. And once you get it the size you would like it to be, you can simply scroll down to the bottom of your screen and click Save Changes. So again, don't forget to scroll to the bottom of your screen to click Save Changes. It will take you to your Gmail inbox, and you can click Compose on the very top left of your Gmail inbox there to view your new email signature right away. And so there it is. So you can start typing to your client right away. All right, and you look very professional and branded to you. Now let's talk about one last thing in class, and then I'll let you guys go enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Friday. Let's assume that you didn't get to finish your email signature. Okay, I know I didn't give you guys too much time to completely finish that. So if you need to go back and continue editing your email signature or any template that you create, or need to, access it to print more property flyers, let's say, let me show you how you'll go back to do that. So you'll always have to log into your Google account first to access that. And where those get saved is if you'll see 9 dots and a square on the very top right of your Google account or of your Gmail inbox here, in this case. And that will take you to all your Google apps. And where those sit is in Drive. So you'll see an icon that looks like a triangle, multicolored triangle there that says Drive. You can simply click on that icon. Okay, this is your Drive storage, so this is your cloud storage, so you can access these files from any computer, any tablet, wherever you are, your phone, so that's pretty cool. Google Drive is pretty awesome here. And you'll notice the very first files, I know I have quite a few email signatures in here, I've taught this class a couple times. Those files, again, should be chronological, because I have this as last modified as the sort on the top right. But I'll see that email signature or that template that I have been last editing at the top here, so I can click to start editing that further. One last quick note on that, you will notice the icons of these two are the same exact file. Okay, to edit it, you'll have to select the icon that looks like a yellow square with a white square inside it. That is the icon for Google Slides, and that means that you can edit the file further. Okay, this icon is the icon that's a picture file, so you can't edit that. So one last time, you'll just have to make sure to select the ones that have the yellow square icon in order to edit your template further. Alright guys, so that is how you can create an email signature banner for the bottom of your emails and add that in. It's also the same exact concept for editing any of our templates that we provide on scottleroymarketing.com. If you have any trouble as you're going through it all, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We are more than happy to help you through this. You can email us at support@scottleroymarketing.com. I hope that was helpful for you, and I hope you have a great weekend. Take care.